Hi there, welcome back to lecture 15. This time you're going to do another modeling exercise. Let's begin the AIDS epidemic exercise that's based on a true story. I would like to talk that case study was based on Business Dynamic book and Professor Laura Black MIT EAP in 1999 lecture. So let's see how was the epidemic. That's based on a true story, of course. In 1980, new disease appears in San Francisco area in homosexual community, and no one knew the cause of the disease, calling erroneously of gay cancer. As no one knew the cause of disease, no one knew how to avoid it. Let's see the pattern of behavior. There are two plots here. The first one is the number of contaminated people, and the second one the number of deaths. You can see both are growing exponentially. How was the contamination process? You imagine one guy has the disease and passes the disease to another tree, another tree passes the disease to others, and goes on and on exponentially. This time, I will not name the variables, neither highlight them. Which variables do you think that are important to represent the dynamic of contamination? Remember, at that time, the 80s, no one had a clue about the transmission process. That's one possible solution to the contagion cycle. As the number of people infected goes up, the probability of infection goes up as well. The probability of infection going up, the infective relationships goes up as well, and so on and so forth. That's a positive feedback loop. The AIDS continues, and very famous people died of AIDS. Unfortunately, Roberto Gallo and Luc Montagnier discovered the contagion process, and the educational campaign begins. TV, radio, schools, newspaper, etc., etc. So let's think about the prevention cycle. Which variables do you think are important to represent this cycle? Is it a positive or negative feedback loop? Of course, it's a negative feedback loop. As the number of people infected goes up, the number of deaths goes up, and the concern of population about AIDS increase, and the actions of prevention increase, consequently reducing the infective relationship. There's a negative feedback loop. And finally, I ask you to create the drug development cycle. Research led to development of drugs that until now are successful, only increasing the survival rates. Let's see this cycle. As the number of deaths increase, the research increase in the drug development, then now you have new drugs, and the survival rates goes up, and the number of deaths of AIDS decrease. So it's another negative feedback loop. The important thing about this exercise is that the structure is responsible for the pattern of behavior. You see, the exponential growth now is not growing as fast as it was before. It's growing like more close to a linear growth. This is due to the prevention cycle, of course. And you see the two curves are going apart each other due to the development of new drugs cycle. That's the structure, that's the pattern of behavior. The structure is responsible for the pattern of behavior. That's the end of lecture 15. I hope you have enjoyed it, so see you soon.